to the podcast, everybody. I'd like to welcome our special guest tonight. She has worked with us on many fronts, including tech and music. Her name is Lavish. Welcome to the program.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. So we have been working on a couple of different things. AI Deep Trader. We've been working on some new music and obviously, putting content out on YouTube all the time. But what we really want to do is create this book that we're working on where we basically show people, anyone from a teenage kid who has, Robin Hood on his phone app to somebody who's never traded before. We want to basically show them how to actually trade stocks and invest for themselves, invest for their own future. And we're not a broker or dealer, so we don't take their money. We basically just show them the algorithms. And if they want different levels of service, we have those software as a service services available.
That is so awesome.
How's your coding been going?
Well, it's been going really good. I've been practicing more and more every day and meeting with big companies and
nice
feedback on, my skills. And
good for you.
Yeah, I really just try to, learn coding so that I can always be able to, produce my music and stuff without having to need others' help,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, it's a good field. I mean, everything that anyone does, whether they're, a baker, a donut shop, a hair salon, everyone needs an online presence, which means mobile.
Yeah.
I don't know if everyone knows this, but, if your website is mobile ready or mobile responsive, it gets ranked higher on Google search ratings.
Yes.
So those rankings will be higher for you if your website is actually mobile responsive.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So what else have you been up to? How's things down in the Slauson, and down in the where you're doing all the direct to garment, and you tell me a little bit about like how there's new machines coming online where you can actually go direct to garment instead of just, putting orders in and waiting.
Yeah, my dad, he just has a business and, it's very busy and everyone's going, crazy with their own designs and merch and stuff because it's like super affordable and it's not hard to do. Any idea you have, you could put it on a shirt, and if you know how to sell or market it, tomorrow you can make money, honestly. And I see a lot of people do that, and
especially with social media. I mean, if you have even a few thousand followers, I mean,
yeah,
on Instagram, I mean,
especially
you can make
if you have
money.
A presence too, like in that area, Slauson. A lot of people there have a reputation or clique that they belong to, so off the bat they have promotion and people that want to support what they're doing. And he got the direct to garment machine so that the production can go faster, because it's very tedious and cumbersome to just sit there and peel every vinyl piece.
Oh yeah, that's a really interesting process. The fact that those machines now that are basically, I mean, they're large commodities. It's not like $50 or $500, but you can go and lease those machines and print directly, DTG, direct to garment. So that's
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw some of your website work. I was pretty impressed. It's nice work you've been doing there.
Thank you. Yeah, I try to keep practicing and implement my new skills because it's an art to me. Making websites, and I think the best part of making a website to me, it's like setting somebody up, a storefront virtually online, if you will.
Right.
Because to me, I think storefronts or any business where you have to be face to face with people is like old school. I'll be honest.
Well, it's going to be a fraction of their sales.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no way that you can have a shop in Los Angeles, anywhere in Los Angeles, and then sell, have a person walking off the street and they actually live in India, or they live in, Japan, or they live in, Peru.
Exactly.
With the internet and with all the social media stuff. I mean, you can literally, that's one thing that I do like about social media, even though I'm not on different channels personally, because I just have no time for that stuff. But like, like I love YouTube. I'm a video editor for many years. So that's like repository for a lot of my work, and sometimes I'll just throw stuff up there like a Vine or something I like. But
A Vine, okay.
well, just a vlog kind of thing, where you're
Okay.
just like out shooting something on your cell phone and you just want it to be up there so that you can reference it back. It's not really to try to get views or try to get, I think, we've been up and running for maybe 4 years, and we've made maybe $39. It's not right now. The channel isn't heavily monetized, which is fine. We're a trading channel, and we like to do music and other things. So it's not, there's no real pressure like when we're creating, content in the video game space for the big studios back in the day, where you're basically on a schedule and you're on a certain time frame and all that kind of stuff. But tell me a little bit about your music. How's your music been going?
My music has been going good because, there's a lot of stuff going on, and
nice.
I get emotional because I'm empathetic, or empath, very spiritual, and
you mean in terms of the times that are
the world affects me, what's going on in the world.
What's going on right now?
When people feel pain, I feel it too. So it's like, for me to go to the studio and just write stuff, it in a positive way, it's good for me to how can I say, I'm able to write better. I don't have writer's block now because there's so much going on and there's so much emotion that I haven't been writing. The last 8 times I went to the studio, I just freestyled everything.
Really?
Yeah, in fact, the last time I was in the studio,
Nice.
last Tuesday, I found a beat right before I hit the corner of the studio, and it was just this jazzy type beat, kind of candlesticks type.
Oh, nice.
And
right, I remember
I was
that
just
one.
I like this beat. And then I played it in the studio, and everybody was like, damn. And I just started freestyling to it. And it's I just sit there, I feel myself,
So you're in the flow channel, boom.
yeah, and I just write my notepad, write a few lines, and just punch it in the booth. And then, and the reason why I do it that way is because I'm pretty sure that, most artists will go and just have their stuff already written and just, have it organized. But, when I freestyle stuff, I'm pretty confident that I could back it up live. I would never do anything that I couldn't back up. So.
Yeah, and I've recorded, literally dozens of songs with you over here at 4th Street with Ruben. And, it's amazing. It's been a great pleasure and an honor to work with somebody who's so prolific and so on the money. You really have
Thank you.
Especially a couple of songs you stepped in the booth, and I remember I said, oh yeah, kind of a little late on time, the producer's coming in on me, and I'm like, we're trying to get X number of songs today, and I know it's it's a big day, and then you just knock this song out called Thesis in 1 5-minute almost freestyle take. Obviously you had the song down, you'd written it and everything, but it was a beautiful song. And those are the moments where I was like, wow, there's you really have a special gift. And it's people have talent, but there's also the perspiration. What did Einstein say? It's genius is 99% perspiration and 1% inspiration, right?
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Well, no, it's true. I mean, I've worked with lots of people over the years, especially in the video game world, where we were working with some of the best companies and talents across the board. I'm not going to go into the whole, accolades or awards and all. Everyone has their thing, but we did some damage out here in Los Angeles. We came out.
Yeah.
That's the funny thing,
Put a dent in the universe.
Yeah, we put a dent in the universe. We came out from the East Coast, and that's basically and you're from the West Coast, so it's an interesting mix.
I travel between coasts.
East of course. That's
West.
true. That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, I like to consider myself a hybrid. People really think I'm from Brooklyn or something.
Well, I thought when I first met you at the trade show, actually, I thought that you were from New York.
Yeah, people always think New York.
Because you're very direct, and which is kind of cool. It's refreshing in a way.
I think because I went out there when I was 14, and I kept going back every summer. So, I was able to be free. I was away from my parents, and it really developed, me as a young lady, New York. So, yeah, the East Coast swag is something else.
Exactly. Well, hey, it's been really good to have you stop by the podcast. We're just doing a test today, and I really appreciate you coming in for the 2-person podcast. We've actually talked about in our staff, over at Black Ops and at the office at 401 Wilshire, where we do a lot of our, rogue quant trading and stuff where we're actually releasing to the public. We've talked about having you come on the podcast and not only, talk about maybe some of the political and social situations that are going on right now, which you can articulate better than most, but also, just, catching up with you, keeping up with what's going on with your computer programming, computer science, front end, back end kind of career.
Yeah.
And you have a couple of big interviews coming up, which is great. We always encourage that because you really got to go for it. When you're young and you have talent, and you do. So
thank you.
You're welcome. we encourage that. We'd love to have you come by again on the podcast in the future.
Yes, I would love to come back. Thanks for having me.
Oh, you're welcome. All right.
Yes.
Well, take care, and it's good having you.
Thank you so much.